CTV News at 5 with Tony Ryma and Rick Wyman with weather.
Good evening. Glad you could be with us on this Tuesday, October 7th. A Timmins teen has died after an ATV crash near Langmuir Road in South Porcupine. Police say around 3 yesterday afternoon they were called to the Langmuir Road area where the lone rider of an ATV was found with serious injuries. The 19-year-old man was taken to hospital where he later died of those injuries. The details surrounding the collision are unknown and police are still investigating. And police are investigating a hit and run on Frood Road in Sudbury. Police say they're looking for the driver of a black pickup truck who fled the scene of a collision with an e-bike earlier this afternoon. Around 1 p.m., a Dodge Ram and an e-bike collided on Frood Road near St. David Elementary School. The individual on the e-bike sustained non-life-threatening injuries. Police are still investigating. Well, a mix of sun and cloud on this Tuesday and slightly above seasonal temperatures. For the latest on the weather, we go to CTV's Rick Wyman.
Tony, I should have brought along that forecast for New York City this evening, Jays and Yankees, but we'll talk about that a little bit later on. Your systems map after all kinds of rain yesterday in the Northeast. This is what we've got going right now, brought to you by CAA. Get your membership today at CAA.ca. Gradual clearing in the forecast, no hint of rain for tonight. Maybe the slight chance of a shower at 30%, but I wouldn't read too much into that. So again, we'll talk about that and a lot more. Get your membership today at getcaa.ca. Your 5-day forecast and more coming up just minutes away.
Thanks, Rick. A collision in Timmins involving a vehicle and a pedestrian has claimed the life of an 18-year-old woman. The crash happened in the area of Algonquin Boulevard and Cedar Street. Emergency crews responded and transported the teen to hospital where she later died of her injuries. For more on this and all of our stories, visit CTVNewsNorthernOntario.ca. A new report finds opioids are killing and harming Ontario's First Nations people at a much higher rate than non-First Nations. CTV's Eric Tashner has the details.
At an alarming rate, First Nations people are disproportionately impacted by the opioid overdose epidemic. The rate of opioid-related deaths for First Nations people in the province tripled between 2019 and 2022.
Well, unfortunately, it's not something that we already didn't know.
A 36-page report studied data from 2013 to 2023 and found First Nations people were 10 times more likely to visit a hospital for opioid-related toxicity.
Intergenerational trauma from the residential school system, from colonization, and those impacts are long-lasting, and that can lead to patterns of substance use.
The research found opioid use was higher among First Nations, particularly among those living outside their communities, compared to non-First Nations. Hospital visits due to opioid-related toxicity are also higher among First Nations people.
Northern and more remote communities face a lot of difficulties just because of their geographic spread in terms of trying to provide access to safe spaces to use drugs or to treatment.
The research does give some cause for hope. Death rates have stabilized.
First Nation-led programming initiatives and that are having great success, albeit not what we considered in the opioid addiction circle as conventional practices, have had great results.
In 2021 and 2022, nearly 400 Indigenous people died of an overdose, and First Nations people were dying at a rate 9 times higher than non-First Nations people.
We're lobbying the federal government to say, look, our police services are dealing with a wide variety of issues that are impacting community, including organized crime that is bringing opiates into community. We need police services as well to be an essential service.
The Chiefs of Ontario plans to examine data on publicly funded treatment programs to determine if they are adequately serving First Nations throughout this ongoing opioid crisis. Eric Tashner, CTV News, North Bay.
Officials with Greater Sudbury Fire Services say an overnight fire that destroyed an abandoned house was started as a source of heat. It's the first fire of this nature the service has dealt with as the colder weather sets in as people living outdoors or encampments try to stay warm. CTV's Alana Everson has more.
Firefighters got a call to this abandoned house across from the Holiday Inn on Regent Street in Sudbury at 3 a.m. Tuesday. Upon arrival, there was smoke and flames coming from windows on the main floor and through the roof.
Although the fire we suspect was started by transient individuals that were seen in and out of the structure over a number of different times. We don't have any other cause at the moment.
Just after 8 a.m., crews did a secondary search of the structure and to check for hot spots. No one was found inside of the structure, which is a complete loss.
The messaging for anyone who's having that fire for warmth, and certainly if you're using a fuel-fired appliance, diesel heaters, propane, kerosene, you want to have a carbon monoxide detector present. There's potentially lethal levels of carbon monoxide.
NOJHL says outreach workers help spread fire safety messaging in encampments.
Inside of a tent is absolutely no place to have a fire at any point in time. Very dangerous. We've seen that in our community, unfortunately.
Back over on Regent Street, NOJHL confirms the homeowner has insurance. Greater Sudbury Fire Services has deemed the abandoned structure unsafe and confirms it will be demolished under the Fire Protection and Prevention Act. Alana Everson, CTV News, Sudbury.
Time for a quick break. Coming up on CTV News at 5, Rick has your full weather forecast. But first, there's a live webcam from the Elliott Lake Fire Tower Lookout. It's courtesy of the City of Elliott Lake. It's 17 degrees. We are back in just a few minutes.
When you see it happen, send it to CTV News. Text 10400 from your screen to ours. Text 10400.
Well, the news you've been waiting to hear, that forecast for the Yankees and the Blue Jays for tonight. 26 right now at Yankee Stadium, and of course some clouds, about 18 tonight, warm, so it should be a great night for baseball. Let's see what happens with the Jays. Let's do it. Wrap it up tonight. Forecast radar. This is our system that's covering northeastern Ontario right now, leaving, and of course we'll get some clearing throughout the northeast, some sunshine, and of course some better weather. But then again, the rain will be back in a couple of days or so. Let's take a look at our 5-day forecast. Here we go. Clearing in Sudbury, 11 tomorrow. Thursday, 13. Friday, here we go. Chance of showers, 60%, then cloud cover. Saturday and Sunday, 15, 16. Now the early forecast for holiday Monday calling for rain. And again, -1 tomorrow evening in Greater Sudbury as the temperature takes a bit of a dip. Sault Ste. Marie Algoma, mainly sunny tomorrow at 12, 16 on Thursday, chance of showers Friday at 60%, 14. Saturday, sunny skies at 17, and sun and cloud Sunday at 17 as well. And Timmins, Cochrane, Kapuskasing, increasing cloud tomorrow at 10, 13 Thursday with the sunshine. Here we go with that 60% chance of showers on Friday. A lousy way to start off the weekend, but it's got to rain sometime. High of 12. Saturday, some cloud cover, 13. And on Sunday, some sun and cloud, 18. Meanwhile, Temiskaming Shores and Kirkland Lake clearing tomorrow at 10, -4. The low for tomorrow evening. So right across the northeast, you'll have some chilly temperatures tomorrow night for one night only. Thursday, we've got some sunshine, 13, 15 on Friday. Chance of showers at 60%. Cloud cover Saturday, 14, and 17 Sunday, some sun and cloud. How about North Bay, West Nipissing? Mainly cloudy tomorrow at 12, 13 on Thursday, sunshine. Chance of showers on Friday at 60%, 16, 15, both days, Saturday and Sunday, cloud cover. So, Tony, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news right now, but it looks like we could have some showers come holiday Monday. We'll keep a close eye on that. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Rick. A historic investment was unveiled at Health Sciences North in Sudbury today that will support the hospital's capital expansion, which will include a new pediatric inpatient unit. CTV's Lindsay Alick reports.
It's being called a transformational gift. OCP Construction and the Cousineau family are donating $5 million to support HSN's pediatric program, which will be renamed to Cousineau Family Pediatrics.
There's not a whole lot to say. We've been blessed. We've been served very well by the community, by the hospital. And we've got an opportunity to give back a little bit, to help. And I think anybody would.
Currently, the demand for pediatric services is outpacing the hospital space and resources. The Pediatric Ambulatory Care Unit accommodates more than 20 different clinics and procedures, yet lacks dedicated washrooms and spaces large enough for families to meet with their care teams.
Our pediatric care is fragmented throughout Health Sciences North, and that is not the best for our families. That's not the best for our patients. And so once we have that approval from government on the next stage of the plan, we'll be able to share more details around the specifics of what that looks like.
Phase 1 will include an expansion of pediatric services and programs, an integrated mental health and addictions facility, and the modernization and expansion of HSN's emergency department.
Would see us expand the current existing physical capacity at Health Sciences North from 526 beds to 756 by 2033-34. The reason we need the expansion is because today we have 526 physical beds, but we have 630 patients admitted.
HSN is currently awaiting approval from the Ministry of Health to move from stage 1.2 to 1.3 of a 5-stage planning process. As of today, the Cousineau family has donated more than $6.5 million, and officials say the announcement is the largest donation to pediatric care in Northern Ontario history. Lindsay Alick, CTV News, Sudbury.
They came home with more than a handful of hardware. Coming up on CTV News at 5, robotic team members at Laurentian University win big on the global stage. It's been nearly a year and a half since the Group Health Centre in Sault Ste. Marie derostered 10,000 patients. Today, the organization provided an update on its efforts to attach patients with primary care providers. According to Group Health, since opening its Access to Care clinic, 8,000 patients have been or will be reconnected with primary care providers by the end of the year. An additional 6,000 patients are expected to be connected through the Grow Your Own Nurse Practitioner program. Group Health is anticipating more doctors to retire in the next 6 months. We'll have more on Group Health's plans tonight at 6 o'clock. Laurentian University's robotics teams recently triumphed on the global stage, bringing home a haul of trophies. Some of those students were celebrated in Sudbury today. CTV's Amanda Hicks has more.
This is just one of the machines that represented Canada at the FIRA Robo World Cup last month in South Korea. The international competition saw 40 teams from more than 10 countries put their robots through tests like lifting weights, sprinting, and the triple jump. Across 5 events, Laurentian University's Robo Parks and Snow Parts teams brought home 4 gold, 2 silver, and 3 bronze medals.
Getting this championship from the South Korea, we really feel we can do a lot in Canada, in Ontario, in North Ontario, in Sudbury.
I'm so proud with the students, all of them. They chipping times, weekends times, hours into making this happen. It is not easy, especially we have to travel far from Canada to South Korea. All the flights, jet lag, and they still pulling everything together.
The team also won the U19 championship. It was the first time a Canadian team has ever competed in that age category, which included high school students from Lockerbie Composite School.
It's difficult because sometimes the robots will not tell you why it's wrong. You need to find it wrong by yourself.
Today, MPP Jamie West awarded the students with a legislative scroll in recognition of their achievements.
So, inspiring and letting younger people know what's possible is also important to us.
And with the rapid advancement of artificial intelligence, Lau says more students have become interested in robotics.
I'm happy to see more and more students actually get involved. I started the lab with just only 2 students in 2024. Now I have more than 10 or 15 students.
Canada will host the Robo World Cup for the first time next year in Markham. Lau says teams already have their sights set on 2026, and he hopes to get more students involved across additional categories by the time the event rolls around. Amanda Hicks, CTV News, Sudbury.
A lot of hockey action at the Countryside Arena in Sudbury today and tomorrow. The Northern Ontario Junior Hockey League is holding its showcase tournament. CTV's Madison Merrier has more.
Young hockey players from the Northern Ontario Junior Hockey League faced off at the NOJHL showcase with hopes of scoring more than just a goal.
Today's showcase and tomorrow's showcase is for the players to play in front of scouts and schools, to show off, their abilities to get scholarships and to move up to the OHL and see how good they are against their fellow competitors.
This year, over 40 scouts from universities, colleges, and even the NHL were there watching the future talent.
You're always looking for those guys that are potential draft picks that have schools or are going to be in the OHL down the road. So it's scouting is not like a one-time thing. It's an ongoing process.
These teams are used to playing each other. However, this showcase adds another level of competitiveness.
The kids come here knowing that there's schools, there's people like myself, there's OHL scouts, so the games are always competitive.
For a young team, we play super aggressive. We're playing a very mature game. Really recognize that our players have the right attitude and they want to be here, and they are hockey players, and they are going to be phenomenal at the next level one day.
For first-year players and returning players, their goal is to remain a good team player and not let the stress of an event like this get into their game plans.
I'm just trying to play my game while I'm here, see if I can be creative, hold on, try to make some plays, and just be a good team player while I'm here.
It's awesome. I mean, it's my 5th year at junior, so I've had an experience like this, but it's great for the young guys who haven't had a chance to show themselves, and even some of the older guys who are looking to continue their hockey career. It's a great place to do so.
Teams from around the north have 2 games to show their potential. Every shot and every save earns favors with the Scouts and their future in Canada sport. Madison Merrier, CTV News, Sudbury.
While the showcase is a great opportunity for teams to show off, each matchup counts as a regular season game. The Espanola Paper Kings took an early lead over French River. The Rapids made an impressive comeback in the third, but the Paper Kings win today's opening match 5-4. The Iroquois Falls Storm faced off against the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners. That one needed extra time to decide, and the Storm's Lucas Willoughby gets a penalty shot 43 seconds into OT to win this one 4-3. The Timmins Rock took on the top-rated Hearst Lumberjacks this afternoon and shut them out. Final score was 6-0. And the Sioux Eagles, who are still trying to score their first win of the season, were up against the Blind River Beavers. They drew first blood with a goal just 18 seconds in, and they kept the pressure on. They were in the third period. The score is 5-1. Pawson opened their day less than an hour ago against the visiting St. Andrews College team from Toronto. That game is in the second period. The score so far, 1-0 St. Andrews. The Sioux Thunderbirds and Greater Sudbury Cubs will hit the ice for their first matchup at 6:45. We'll have updates on the games still in progress at 6 o'clock. Well, it's a popular segment right here on CTV. When we return, it's Take Me Home Tuesday. So, what pet is up for adoption? A dog or a cat? You'll have to wait for that.
Take Me Home Tuesday is back after a few weeks off. And of course, we'd like to thank the many viewers who were concerned, asking not only me, but Emma Bailey from the SPCA, what's going on with Take Me Home Tuesday? Well, we're back, and we've got Thor in the house for tonight. And Thor is quite a character, Emma. How did we come across getting Thor at the SPCA?
So he was surrendered into our care. He's 7 years old. He's a very sweet boy. He does have allergies. He has food allergies and environmental allergies. So he's on a medication right now to take care of that we're slowly weaning him off. And he also gets medicine baths to help, which he loves. He loves car rides. He loves people. He's good with other dogs. He just wouldn't do well with cats in a home.
Okay, so we hear of people having or getting allergies. So what about animals? It's kind of like a strange area that a lot of people don't talk about.
Yeah, absolutely. So he's grown up with his allergies. So that was one of the reasons he came into our care. So he does have salmon-only food so that it's safe for him. He also has medicine we take care of it with. It's just a matter of keeping up to date with his vet. So we're looking for a home where he can regularly go to the vet's office, keep up with his care, and just make sure he's as comfortable as possible.
Okay, so he's exuberant, and of course he's got a little bit of a pudge in the rear here. So I'm suggesting, Emma, and this is good, where we can get someone who may want to adopt Thor, but we're looking for a walker.
Absolutely. He does like his walks. He's a little slow right now as he's working off his weight, but he's very active. He's a strong boy, so he's looking for a good walker, and he does enjoy spending time with people. So any way he can just bond with his people, he just loves it.
I'm still waiting for him to start licking me. That may not happen tonight, so you want to give a big shout out to the community in Greater Sudbury for coming to your rescue.
Absolutely. So last Friday, our dryer kicked the bucket. Our door completely fell off and we were out of luck. So we called out to the community and we had such an outpour of attention and love and giving. And we had multiple dryers dropped off. We have a backup dryer now. We had someone donate $150 and we even had someone yesterday buy us a brand new dryer and drop it off. So now we're set with a new dryer and a backup. So just a huge thank you to everyone for contributing and just everything they do for our animal center.
She's Emma Bailey from the Sudbury SPCA. This is Thor. We're back with more Take Me Home Tuesday next week at the same time with Emma and yours truly. Have a good week.
Our first community close-up is from Sault Ste. Marie. The main branch of the city's public library is offering a free seniors winter driving workshop tomorrow. It's running from 2 p.m. until 3:30. A representative from a driving school is going to talk about driving defensively, navigating snowdrifts, black ice, and freezing rain. Let's go to Powassan, where late last month, the local home hardware partnered with community groups and Tree Canada to plant trees at St. Gregory Catholic Elementary School. 9 mature trees were planted to enhance the school grounds, creating a lasting green space. And we are going to Sudbury now. Jim Dufour sent us this picture. He asks, more kids or more geese in the water? Let me count. We'll leave it up to you. Thanks so much for the photograph, Jim. And if you have any pictures, videos, or events you'd like us to showcase, you can email them to us at communitycloseup@bellmedia.ca. I think I counted 10 geese and 5 people. And there's more news from the north coming up at 6. For now, continue watching as we hand things over to CTV National News.